A day in the life of an international student. Being an international student is a unique experience that combines excitement, challenges, and personal growth. Living in a new country, meeting new people, and adjusting to a different culture can be both thrilling and overwhelming. For many international students, every day is a new adventure, filled with opportunities to learn and grow. In this article, we will follow Maria, an international student from Brazil, through a typical day of her life as she navigates the ups and downs of studying abroad in London. Maria wakes up at 7 a.m. in her small apartment, nestled in the heart of London. She checks her phone for any important messages or updates, quickly scanning the news before getting out of bed. Despite being far from home, she enjoys starting her day with a moment of connection to the world. Keeping up with events back in Brazil and around the globe. After a few minutes of scrolling through her social media feeds, she heads to the kitchen to make breakfast. Today, she opts for something simple: toast with avocado and a cup of strong coffee. A perfect start to her busy day. While eating her breakfast, Maria listens to a podcast in English. She finds that combining daily activities with her language learning goals is an effective way to improve her English. Listening to podcasts helps her get used to the rhythm of the language, and she can also learn new vocabulary. Today's podcast is about global politics, which ties into her studies in international relations. Maria enjoys this topic, but she knows it can sometimes be hard to follow every word. Nonetheless, she continues to listen and absorb as much as she can, believing that consistency is key to improving her language skills. After finishing her breakfast, Maria gets ready for the day ahead. She takes a quick shower, brushes her teeth, and chooses her clothes for the day. Since she has a lecture on international relations this morning, she carefully packs her laptop and notes into her bag. As she steps outside, she checks the weather on her phone. London's weather is famously unpredictable, so she grabs her umbrella just in case it starts to rain during her walk to the university. The walk to the university is one of Maria's favorite parts of the day. She enjoys seeing the bustling streets of London, with people from all over the world rushing to their destinations. The city's energy inspires her, reminding her that she is part of something much bigger than herself. However, there are moments when she feels homesick, especially when she sees families or groups of friends walking together, laughing and enjoying their day. She misses her family back in Brazil and wishes they could be there to share these experiences with her. Despite the occasional feelings of homesickness, Maria uses this time during her walk to practice her English. She listens to an audiobook in English, which helps her improve her comprehension and pronunciation. She is always looking for ways to immerse herself in the language, and listening to audiobooks is one of her favorite methods. When Maria arrives at the university, it's almost time for her first lecture of the day. She arrives a few minutes early to get settled, and soon enough, her classmates start filing in. The classroom is full of students from all over the world, which makes Maria feel a little more at home. Today's lecture is on global politics, a subject that excites Maria. She listens carefully, taking detailed notes and trying to participate in class discussions as much as possible. Although her English is not perfect, she pushes herself to speak up, knowing that the more she practices, the better she will get. After the lecture, Maria has a short break. She heads to the student cafe, where she meets some of her friends. They chat about their classes and share stories from their home countries. It's a moment of relaxation and connection that helps Maria feel less isolated. Being an international student can sometimes feel lonely, but spending time with friends from different cultures reminds her that she is not alone in her experiences. They often exchange tips on how to manage stress, study effectively, and adapt to life in a foreign country. Maria finds these conversations comforting and helpful as she navigates the challenges of studying abroad. In the afternoon, Maria has another lecture, this time on economics. She finds the subject fascinating but also a bit difficult. The vocabulary can be complicated, and sometimes she struggles to keep up with the pace of the class. However, she is determined to do well. She takes thorough notes, asks questions when she doesn't understand something, and makes sure to review the material after class. Maria knows that being an international student means she has to work harder than others to fully grasp the content. But she is willing to put in the effort. After class, Maria heads to the library to study. She enjoys spending time in the library because it's quiet and peaceful, providing the perfect environment for concentration. Today, she plans to review the notes from her economics lecture and do some research for an upcoming assignment. While studying, she joins a study group with some of her classmates. They work together to understand the material and share their knowledge. Being part of a study group helps Maria feel more confident, as she can ask questions and clarify any doubts she has. Later in the evening, after a long day of lectures and studying, Maria is ready to unwind. She heads home and makes herself a simple dinner, often combining ingredients from both her home country and her new surroundings. Today, she's making a Brazilian-style rice and beans dish, a comforting reminder of home. While cooking, she calls her family back in Brazil to catch up. They chat about how things are going in their respective lives, and Maria feels grateful for the support they continue to provide, even from afar. As the night goes on, Maria relaxes by watching an episode of her favorite TV series in English. She finds that watching shows with English subtitles helps her improve her listening skills while allowing her to relax after a busy day. Maria also enjoys practicing her English pronunciation by repeating phrases from the show. It's a fun way for her to unwind while still focusing on her language learning. Before going to bed, Maria reflects on her day. Being an international student comes with its fair share of challenges, from adjusting to a new educational system to managing homesickness. However, she feels proud of the progress she has made. Each day is an opportunity for growth, and she is determined to make the most of her time abroad. Although she misses her family and sometimes feels overwhelmed, Maria knows that these experiences will help her become a stronger, more independent person. The journey of being an international student is not easy, but it is certainly rewarding. In conclusion, Maria's day as an international student is filled with a mix of excitement, challenges, and learning opportunities. From waking up early in the morning to attending lectures, studying, and connecting with friends, every aspect of her life as a student abroad contributes to her personal and academic growth. Despite the occasional struggles, She remains focused on her goals and looks forward to the future with optimism. Being an international student is an experience that will shape her life in ways she never imagined. And she is grateful for every moment of it.